Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to Eleutheria. And this afternoon, we're going to be talking about where you can protest over the coming days if you really, really want to. And I really, really think you should. So just that's why we're doing this show, is to publicize where there are planned protests. I have only managed to find 3. So, yeah, it's a little bit disappointing. I thought there were going to be more, like nationwide protests under the hashtag Orange Movement, but we'll see. Maybe there's maybe there are more and I just couldn't find them. So, but before I do that, I just wanted to show you guys something, because this man is incredible. So hold on for this.
We got a toaster. You got a toaster.
Alright, so you guys moving on to the next crowd now? Is this how it is? We just disrupt people who are standing against all this nonsense. Is that how it is, guys? Can I just quickly remind you guys are going to have an income at the end of this month, a full income at the end of this month. They will have nothing. So that is a reminder to you and the politicians that send you onto these people, that you will have a full income at the end of this month, like the politicians, and they will have nothing. So I hope you feel good. I know you're doing your jobs, but I hope you feel good, because these are the people who are harmed by politicians, guys.
Tears over life.
That's the simple message. It's the long and the short of it.
You guys got pants, right?
How incredible is Big Daddy Liberty? Like, is that not just amazing? Absolutely amazing that he stands up to the police like that. Man. So let's just have a look, see what else I managed to find. I've just got to share the screen, which takes some time. Okay, tomorrow in Cape Town at the parliamentary buildings, Parliament buildings in Cape Town, there is another protest. So let's just find that. Hello, Dodgy. Welcome. So this is, let me just make it full and then go back to it. There's a protest scheduled for hospitality and tourism workers to protest Cape Town CBD on July 24th. Hospitality and tourism workers are scheduled to hold a rally in Cape Town Central Business District on Friday, July 24th, over the impact of restrictions related to the coronavirus disease on their industries. Participants will gather at Batenkant Street and march to Parliament via Roland Street, with the rally scheduled to occur between 10 to 12 tomorrow, local time. The rally is likely to be well attended. So there you go. If you're in Cape Town, South Africa relies on tourism to keep it alive. So please attend that if you can. If tourism doesn't kick in again soon, we're going to be facing some severely tough times. Yeah, I'm sorry, Mr. Punisher. I have decided to stream when you're at work. Sorry. Have you got your fishing license yet? Shirley Creed is here. Hello. And Joe Emilio is here. He was having a fat conversation with himself in the comments and made me freak out thinking I'd gone live by mistake. Thanks for that. Big Daddy Liberty is a phenomenon. He is. He's an incredible human being. He makes me proud to be South African. Okay. Next protest I managed to find was, wait, actually, I'm just going to take a break from showing you protests, and I'm going to show you a video that Joe Emilio put on Twitter to highlight why these protests are necessary. So just stand by for that, please.
Viewers that started on Monday morning sharing my video. I'm really humbled tonight to have seen how many South Africans came together and promoted that video. In the end, it's not about me, it's about my fellow farmers, not just about my fellow farmers, but about my fellow South Africans. The tourist industry is now going under. The wine industry. And if for every industry that takes a nosedive, it hits closer to home. Eventually, the domino effect will hit harder on us, even in the farmers. Just to give the guys an update, yes, guys, there's has a court case from farmers in South Africa with Batsa, and all the guys have court cases ongoing. The situation on the ground for us is now at a dire state. If the ban is not lifted, I'm saying within the next 2 weeks at the most of the farmers' production will be cut by 50%. That means a small-scale farmer, most of it will not survive. But if I'm cut by half, I'm cutting my stuff by half. That's a fact. So a lot of the temporary stuff that I would have employed throughout the season is going to be off my farm. And most of the farms, that's going to be a problem. What people are not realizing, by continuing to be sheeple and not in the leadership and not stand up in South Africa and say, let's talk about this. Let's stand up. Let's fight for this. Guys, we are going to end up. You who earns 25,000 Rand salary now, be careful that salary is not half by next year. But your boss will walk in one day and say, okay, you can work full time. Oh, but by the way, I'm only going to pay you 12 grand. You're going to say, I'm going to the unions. Be careful that the economy is not in such a dire state that the unions will mean nothing.
So there you have it. If we don't get all of these restrictions lifted very, very soon, we are going to be up that creek without a paddle. So, hello Clinton, thanks for joining us. Mr. Punisher, I'm sorry you haven't had a chance to get your fishing license yet. I hope things calm down soon, that you can pop out and do that. Okay, so the next two protests are in Gauteng, one is in Pretoria, and one is in Johannesburg. And I just wanted to, Joe's threatening me with a copyright strike. Well, I did give you credit. I did say that it's your, Joe Emilio posted it on Twitter. So, like, yeah. But yeah, that's straight from the horse's mouth. That's from a farmer's mouth, a farmer that is affected by this tobacco ban. So please, that's why the next 2 protests are very important. And if you're in Johannesburg or Pretoria, please join them. Hello, anti-Marxist, said I, coughing into the elbow. Okay, so next screen to share. Let's go with the Pretoria one. Okay. So this says there's a nationwide slow drive protest. I could only find 2, the one in Pretoria and the one in Johannesburg. So the one in Pretoria, Saturday, 25th July, meet at 8 a.m., depart at 9 a.m., meeting place, Stormfoel, the Teasers parking area, and then there's a contact telephone number there, and it's #Orange Movement. So perhaps you can look up #Orange Movement and find something else. I tried and I got pictures of Queen Elizabeth wearing an orange hat and stuff. So yeah, I didn't get very far. So just see if there's anything that you can attend there. Yeah. I know you're just joking, Joe. I know. Okay, and then the next protest is the one that I will be attending. And it's in Johannesburg. Let's go here. Share. Okay. Nationwide slow drive protest, Saturday, 25th July. Meet at 8:15 in the morning, depart at 9 o'clock. Meeting place, BP Bayers, north side. And there's a contact telephone number for Carlos. So we'll be driving in that protest. We spoke to our children last night. We told them that it's going to be a couple of hours in the car that we'll take food and drinks with, and put a movie on the iPad that they can watch if they get really bored. And that's what we will be attending. So there you go. That is what I managed to find. That is what I managed to find. 3 protests. Dodgy Idea List says the Bay, is it the Bayers Nordia protest that's close to your gran? Yeah, we have family that lives close there as well. Paul Hart is saying, hello, comrades. Hello, Paul. I've missed you teasing me for the last 2 days. He went to a restaurant protest yesterday. Polite protests achieve nothing. You got to break shit. When the live stream's wrapped up, if you want to rewind to the beginning, I showed a clip of Big Daddy Liberty's vlog 39, where he was talking to the police and telling them, you know, you still get your salary at the end of the month. The politicians that made these regulations, that are making you enforce these regulations, are still getting their salary at the end of the month. These workers haven't had anything for 3 months, and they're incapable of earning a full salary right now. So yeah, I found that really impressive that he didn't get up in their faces, but he was, yeah. Clinton saying hello to all the gentlemen on the stream. Joe says there will be more. I hope so. Paul Hart, tomorrow the only protest I know of that's in Cape Town is they're walking to the parliamentary buildings on, it said Roland Street, to open up the tourism sector. So, but again, if you rewind, all the information is at the beginning of the stream. Bye, Mr. Punisher. Thanks for popping in. Dodgy Idealist is going to pop by afterwards. I assume he's going to go visit his gran. Dodgy Idealist loves the Big Daddy Liberty. So do I.
Oh, definitely. So,
Where's the rewind button? There's a rewind button. Where? So just on the screen, just like double tap until it rewinds. And then you can just move the red bar up and down at the bottom to get back to live or wherever you want to watch. But yeah, there's a rewind button. Or you can wait until I'm done and then just go watch from the beginning. Because I spoke about the Cape Town one about 2-3 minutes in. So, yeah. Paul says him and his son revved their bikes up and down Franschhoek Main Road. I like it. I like it. And then he tried to pick a fight with a cop, but even the cops were lame. I'm impressed that they didn't didn't take your bait, to be honest. But I wouldn't be encouraging people to pick fights with cops. So, you know. But I admire your balls. I really do. Really, really do. Oh, you got a Paratus cap? I'm so jealous. I'm waiting for the hoodies to be ready. And then I'll get both. So yeah. I would hope that they still break plates at Greek restaurants. The difference is you need a Greek restaurant that's on a street, you know, that's like not in a shopping mall or something so that we can throw the plates at cops. No. Paul says no. It's time we fought back. We need to pick fights and it's time we fought back. Okay. I'm just super, super scared of getting arrested or something because of my family and stuff and the cost involved. And Dodgy Idealist had to tell people that Gideon wasn't for sale with the cap. Yeah, that is a pity, hey? I wonder if we could fit him in an Aramex bag and get him up to Joe. What? Is that confirmed, Joe? Apparently, Sir Squirrel the Week is addressing us tonight at 8 p.m. But the last time somebody gave me that information on a stream, it turned out not to be true. So it was announced 10 minutes ago. Okay, let me check Twitter. Hold on. By the way, Joe, I was like popping in and out of your stream last night on the one you do on work culture every Wednesday. And I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it. I just couldn't stay all the time, but it was really cool. So for those of you who haven't done so already, please go subscribe to Joe Emilio. He's awesome. He puts out awesome content. He has very interesting discussions on a wide variety of topics. It's not just comedy on his channel. So please go give him a sub and a watch and a share and a like and all of those good things, because he does amazing things for my channel as well. So yeah. Okay. People like Leanne Manis and the presidency, South Africa, is addressing the nation at 8 p.m. Did you want to stream it, Joe, or did you have another show? Hold on, let me go back to StreamYard. Joe does double check his sources. No, Dodgy, it wasn't you. It was someone that was watching on Sunday. Said that he was addressing us on Sunday night and he didn't. Paul, I don't want to receive bits of Gideon. Okay, like I'd prefer him to be intact. I like him that way. And it's on the official presidency page, right? Dodgy, it wasn't you. Joe double checks his sources. Paul Hart says Ramaphosa will say that after careful consideration, schools will be closed because stupid people are okay. I think this is a fantastic idea, Joe. I think fantastic idea. Let's arrange on WhatsApp. It was a very good show last night, Joe. Paul Hart is asking what's Joe Emilio's page. So his channel on YouTube is just Joe Emilio, as you see it there, where you're talking to him. And then on Twitter, he is at Joe Emilio Comedy. So there you go. Yes, Shirley, like frisbees, but like ninja style frisbees. So you aim to like take the head off. I know like the plates aren't sharp, so it wouldn't, but yeah, no, I'm not inciting violence. I'm not. How the comments jumped again. Joe said, I just asked you. He wants to stream with me like last time. Cool. Let's set it up. 8 o'clock is a good time. So yeah, let's do it. We'll chat on WhatsApp. Yeah, it definitely wasn't you, Dodgy. Yeah, the unions probably have one. It probably is just an announcement to say that they're closing the schools. Which is, yeah. I saw a couple of things today that just made me roll my eyes. Cool, Joe's saying awesome. So yeah, just subscribe to Joe's channel so that you can watch us stream and comment on what Ramaphosa has to say tonight. That is all, thank you. Yes. making the event now. Brilliant. Apparently Pretoria is burning today. Sorry, I haven't seen anything. I actually haven't been online much today. I had to get up, well, I had to get moving earlier than normal because I had to go and collect some stuff and then send it somewhere. And yeah. And then I got back home and I managed to listen to the podcast that I managed to catch Germ Show, but not live whilst I was getting dinner ready. And then I listened to the podcast that I recorded with the Dodgy Idealist and Moo Raider last week because he finally published it. I'm not giving you a hard time. I'm not, I promise. I just like to tease. And then my mom asked to go to the shops. So I took her to the shops. And like literally I got back and I managed to do a bit of research for this stream. And here I am. So yeah, that's like the sum total of what I managed to look up online today was the stuff that I shared in the stream, and that's it. Joe has a lot of streams scheduled, yes, because Joe is super, super organized and he manages to get guests and come up with topics and everything like really, really well because he's a machine and he's been doing this for longer than me. So yeah, that's my excuse and I'm sticking to it. Yesterday, Kraaifontein was burning and looted. Delft too. Not good. Oh, it's just a specific suburb. Okay. And it's maybe a suburb that mainstream doesn't really care about much, so that's why I haven't seen much. Joe told Shirley what I did say about him being a machine. So I'm ready. I'm ready. I'll just have to source some things, but I'm ready. I have lots of fabric, so I can make Molotov cocktails. So yeah, I think I'm good. Dodgy Idealist says hashtag don't tread on me. Yeah. Yeah. This. The amount of people begging at robots and crying. Look, we've always had beggars at the robots near us for a long time, even before lockdown. But I've noticed that there's more of them and less of the informal traders, as they like to call them, and more people just begging. So yeah, it's very sad. So today, my mom wanted to go to the shops, but she first wanted to go to Checkers and get some groceries and leave it in the car. And I dropped her off at the mall so that she could do other shopping. And my daughter went with her, but my daughter and I stayed in the car while she did her grocery shopping. So the dude gets back to the car that's parked next to us, and he's taken one of those sanitizer wipes that you wipe down the trolleys with. He's taken one of those on his way out of the shop and got to his car, and he wiped down every car door handle. And then he walked back and threw the wipe in the bin. Thankfully, luckily he didn't just drop it on the ground, and then walked back to his car and got in his car and drove off. And then he drives off and somebody takes his parking bay, and this guy's sitting there and he puts on his mask and he takes his own bottle of sanitizer and he sprays his hands and his kids' hands, and they go in the shop and they walk out and they've sprayed everything down and they spray their hands again once they're in the car. I just looked at my daughter and I was like, what is wrong with people? I mean, when we go out, we just get out the car, pull up our buffs, just like that. Actually took my mom to our local gun shop because they've got these buffs in stock. And she got one because she saw me wearing mine like this, and she's like, well, that's better than a mask. Where did you get it? So I said, no, the gun shop. So she said, oh, where's the gun shop? Anyway, I took her there and she got one. So she actually went to the mall with a buff on instead of a mask. So she wasn't suffocating herself. Paul, we were laughing, but we weren't pointing and laughing because, yeah. I find it absolutely bizarre. But yeah, I was saying what we do. So we just put this on. Kids all have buffs as well. And we accept sanitizer at the door because they won't let you in the shop unless you do sanitize your hands. And then as soon as we get home, we wash our hands and that's it. We don't sanitize our shopping. We don't, Anyway. Anti-Marxist today says, my boss is in Joburg from Cape Town where he lives. Had a team meeting yesterday. After he warned everyone to be careful, not work from the office, I asked him why he frightens people instead of putting them at ease. He was embarrassed and did not know what to say. No, I agree. And good for you for speaking out against it. Like, really good for you. My husband had to go to a site yesterday. Doesn't matter. Or sometime this week he went to site. And their temperature gun was obviously malfunctioning because it told them that he was 971 degrees. I don't think even molten lava gets to that temperature. So, I mean, it's just a farce. It really is just absolutely farcical. But yeah. That's a fantastic idea. Like, if that family hadn't sanitized their hands and their car door handles and stuff when they got back in the car, I would have thought that maybe, they don't want to use the shop sanitizer, so they have water in their own, and they tell people, no, I don't trust your sanitizer, I'm going to use my own. That's actually a very good idea. I like that. If you're not loving using sanitizer, like, have your own sanitizer with you. And when we were in the middle of hard lockdown, I think it was like 2 weeks after the 26th of March or whatever, I went to Checkers and I saw that they had the pump sanitizer. So it's the thick one. So it's obviously got like PG gel or something in it that it's quite thick. And I was like being a little bit more careful in the beginning then. So I bought it and I kept it in the car and it's still there, hardly used. Anyway. Dodgy Idealist has a client that he goes to that measures him as 32 degrees. Well, technically you should be dead if you're only 32 degrees. People are genuinely scared. This is from Anti-Marxist ZA. If you only read and watch mainstream media, you're indoctrinated to believe that people who question the narrative are dumb and must be shamed. Yes, and I'm only going to repeat this story now because I know Dodgy Idealist and Paul Hart and Anti-Marxist ZA were not here yesterday when I was telling Shirley about the story. My sister came to visit on Saturday and she asked me if I would be letting mom go to the shops because we're in the surge. I can't stop my mom from going to the shops. As it was, the first 3 weeks of hard lockdown, we were hearing stories of people that were being arrested for, you know, couples were getting arrested for going to the shops together, or they were telling them that the wife must sit in the back, you know, because you need to socially distance in the car and stuff like that. So we just did not let my mom out. Like, my husband went to the shops on his own, or I went to the shops on my own. That was it. And then they extended the lockdown, and after 3 weeks, I just said to my mom, no, come, you need the cheap pharmacy that's like 20 k's away, I'll take you. And so we broke out. But, you know, we behaved for 3 weeks because that's what we were asked to do. And guess what? Everybody was right that we'd be fighting to get our liberties back. And here we are. What's it, 4 days short of 4 months? And yeah, it's just ridiculous. I agree with Paul, germs make you stronger. And I said right from the beginning, before we even locked down, when they already started putting sanitizing stations in shops and stuff like that, I said we're going to have a whole new generation of sick kids. It was a couple of years ago about 10 years ago with the advent of antibacterial soaps, and everybody was using them, and they were wiping down all their surfaces with Clorox wipes, and Clorox is bleach, by the way. And we bred a whole generation of kids that just could not get over colds and flu easily. And that's what this that's going on now. That's what we're going to end up with again. Shirley's saying you must be the sun god. Yeah, because he got 971 degrees. So I'm the goddess of liberty, and my husband is the sun god. So there we go. It explains why some can't handle Dodgy's heat. It's because you're ice cold. Yeah, anti-Marxist said I've spoken with you about this before. I can't. I'm so thankful that we have my mom here. Yesterday, we went to Spa, my husband and I, and there was 2 ladies standing over by the baked goods counter, and the one was shouting at this older lady saying, "Are you mad?" And I don't know if they were arguing about the price of something, and she was like saying to her, "No, you can't afford to buy this," or I don't know. And then when I walked past them again, she's saying to her, "Cover your nose and don't touch anything," like treating her like a little child. I was like, no, I won't do that to my mother. It was bad enough. She was pissed off with me enough that we wouldn't take her anywhere for those 3 weeks. I won't go back there. I won't go back to doing it. I'm sorry. Yes, Paul Hart, you're hitting the nail on the head here. My mom is 80. She went into major decline in level 5. Old folks need to get out, socialize, etc. She aged major in level 5. Level 4, I employed her and gave her a travel permit. Well, that's what I did for my sister. I started a company because my sister lives on her own. Her daughters live with their father because they go to school close to him. And I started a business, and because I needed to deliver stuff to my niece because they were going into hospital to have the baby, and we had no chance to see them. The baby shower had been cancelled and everything, so I got myself a permit that I could deliver this to her, and then I made my sister a permit, and I said, whenever anybody, if you get pulled over, you just say, you're delivering baby goods and you work for me, or you're coming to me to sew with me. See, sew, and we make baby goods, and yeah, that's what we did. That's what we did. My husband actually had to use our permit for that business just to be able to buy resin to carry on making the rings and stuff that he makes. Like, Dodgy Idealist says he can't tell his mom even if he tried, mostly because he ignored the rules himself. Well, yeah, this is the thing, you know, it was just those 3 weeks. We'd heard so many horror stories of people getting arrested or beaten up or anything, so we were very, very nervous. And then that Saturday that my mom and I broke out, we didn't get pulled over. We didn't see any cops or SANDF or anything. So after that, it was just like, yeah. Anti-Marxist, that's a good point, yeah. Those who are toddlers now might have trouble to procreate since they are taught they are not allowed to come close to or touch their friends. They might need artificial insemination. I know. Like we really are bringing up a generation of kids that are just not going to know how to interact with each other if this nonsense carries on at schools. It's not okay, hey? It's not okay. Dodgy Idealist is saying, even if he did, she would tell me, ek is jou ma nie, jy myne nie, laaitjie.
Yeah. Not mine.
Just one moment. Yes, you may have. Nana bought it as a treat. My kids want to know if they can have diddle daddle. Joe, I saw that earlier. But you know what the problem with hashtags trending is people that want to gain traction on Twitter use it like out of context. So you'll click on the hashtag that's trending and you'll just get like pictures of people that think it's Instagram, which is very annoying. Like if I want to see pictures of people in bikinis or what they're eating or whatever, I'd go on Instagram, not Twitter. But anyway, that's my thoughts on that. Okay, we've been going for 42.5 minutes. I had a good chat with you. Thank you for keeping me company, everybody that always manages to tune in. Shirley, Dodgy Idealist, Anti-Marxist, you're all amazing. If it weren't for you, the show wouldn't exist because why would I even bother? So thank you. Thanks for the support. Thanks to every single one of my 156 subscribers. And yeah, just keep liking, keep sharing. Let your friends know that Eleutheria is all about liberty. It's a female voice in the battle of ideas. And yeah, just get us out there. I'll be streaming with Joe Emilio on his channel tonight, commenting on Squirrel's speech. And I doubt he's going to be resigning Shirley Creed. That's just obviously what Twitter wants because that's what's trending on Twitter. But we'll see. Come join us on Joe's stream and we'll find out. And yeah, thanks everybody. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. Ring the notification bell so that you always get notified of live streams and when I upload videos. Give the stream a like and share it with friends. And yeah, that's all I have to say for today. If you missed the beginning, just rewind and you can find out where there's protests going on near you. I found one in Cape Town, one in Joburg, one in Pretoria. So you can go have a look. And yeah, I'll chat to everybody tomorrow. Have a good one. Cheers. Stay safe and don't wear a mask if you don't have to.